If you're tired of talking to people who cannot afford your services and you'd like to finally start generating higher quality leads, then I've got 3 ways how you can improve your ads and sales funnel to do exactly just that. And my belief is that you don't generate high quality leads, but you educate them about your services and your products to a point where they have so much buy-in and so much belief in you as a business owner that they're just willing to hand their money over to you on a silver platter. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my share screen and show you 3 strategic places where you can tweak your ads and funnels and educate people subconsciously and brainwash them into having lots of trust and belief in your services. And in case you're wondering who I am and how I know of this stuff, my name is Nazim. And in the last 10 years, I've made my clients over $40 million in sales. And number one concern my clients usually always end up having as soon as we start scaling is, Nazim, we need better leads. So it's something that I had to think long and hard about, and I'm excited to share my findings with you in this video. So without any further ado, let's jump in. So as you can see, there's my share screen, and there's 3 ways how we can improve education in your funnel. Number 1 is in your ads. Number 2 is in your funnel, the actual funnel, be it webinar, VSL, or whatever. And then it's the post conversion. It's after people opt in to have a sales call with you. You can still impact and persuade them to have more education about your products and services, and so that when they get on a call with you, they're more ready to buy. But you might be also wondering, why is it that I put the funnel piece as the first? Because it doesn't make sense, because first comes the ads, then the funnel, and then the post conversion. Well, that's because, my friend, we're not going to talk about funnel in this video, because funnels is kind of obvious, right? You have a person click on an ad, and then on the next page you have a video sales letter, you have a sales page, or you have a webinar where they watch and get their education. But there's again 3 more ways how you can increase that education even higher, like double the education, which will increase your lead quality also by double. So the first part where you can do this, there's 2 opportunities you can do this in the ad section. So to run effective ads, it's my belief that you need to run 2 types of ads. Well, the 3 types, and the third one is basically testimonial ads, but you can implement testimonials elsewhere. You will be able to implement them in the post conversion. I'll tell you how to do that. But on the forefront, when it comes to targeting cold leads, 2 types of ads you typically run is offer ads, which have a direct call to action, and then you have content ads that are more indirect, and I'll show you examples of both. But if we're talking about offer ads, this is literally the most typical ad that you would record. It's you probably talking to the camera and saying, hey, do you have this problem? Well, then I have the solution. Click on this ad and then find out what the solution is on the next page, right? On the next page, you have your VSL, your sales page. But one thing that people do wrong when it comes to offer ads, and that they run only one sort of angle, right? So for example, if you are selling weight loss, right? Most people will say that, hey, do you want to lose weight to get healthy? And that's it. That's all they're going to promote in their ads. They're going to promote weight loss to get healthy. But what if I told you that getting healthy is not the only reason why people want to lose weight? That's not the only hook that you can run as an ad, because chances are there's people who want to also lose weight for vanity reasons, right? They want to look sexier. Another part wants to get stronger, like physically stronger, to be able to lift things and stuff like that. Another part wants to get more flexible, right? Another part wants to generally just have less pain. So as you can see, you not only have one angle, but you can have 5. And I bet you, if this video runs longer for a few more minutes, I can probably come up with 10 more different angles. And the best way for you to actually figure out angles is to ask your audience. Maybe do a poll. If you have an email list, send them a question. Say, hey, what's your biggest motivation to lose weight? Or look at interviews of people that want to lose weight and basically look at all the reasons why they say that they want to lose weight. And the reason why you want to do multiple angles like that is because, number 1, Facebook's new Andromeda update. If you haven't read about Andromeda, just Google Facebook Andromeda update. But that's basically a Facebook ads update, Meta update that says that Facebook and Instagram from now on are going to reward ad accounts and businesses that run the widest variety of ad creatives and ad hooks. And here's why. Facebook, Meta, social media platforms in general, they realize that if you are going to spend, let's say, $1,000 on your ads, they realize that to get healthy people only make up 60% of their audience. Then there's also 20% of people that want to look sexier, 10% of people want to look be more flexible, and then let's say 10 or like 5% more people want to have less pain and get stronger. And the reason why they want you to have different hooks is because they want to cater to a wider audience, right? They want Facebook and Instagram be a place where people can find exactly what is it that they want in the easiest way possible. And when you create different hooks for your ads and you cater to all these sorts of different audiences, well, then that makes it easier for people who want to lose weight for these reasons to find a solution. Now, you also might be wondering, Nazim, well, how's then Meta, Facebook ads, is going to distribute my budget? Well, it's going to, believe it or not, distribute it accordingly. If you're going to be spending $1,000, it's going to more or less, with like a pretty, let's say, rough accuracy, but still with some accuracy, distribute $600 to this audience, $200 to this audience, $100 to this audience, and so on and so forth. But now, if we basically say, if we remove all of this and you only run with the get healthy angle, guess what? If that's the only thing that you run on your ad account and you want to still spend $1,000, it's going to spend all the $1,000 on the get healthy audience, even though it makes up only 60% of your hook, which means most likely the other $400 that you're going to spend on ads is going to get pissed out of the window, more or less. So that's improvement tactic number one. You want to hook people with the most relevant pain point, and because you're going to be talking their specific language, they'll have more trust in your services because you spoke exactly their language. Because if you say get healthy, someone who wants to get stronger or get flexible, they may click on your ad, but the bond is not going to be as strong as if you say, hey, get sexier or get stronger, right? So now let's scratch all of the stuff and move on to the next point in this video, which is going to be the content ads. I'll need a minute to scratch all of this. Now, another way how you can educate your leads and turn them into more high quality leads is if you implement what is called content ads. And what content ads are, it's a little bit different from the offer ads, because with offer ads, you have a specific agenda, right? You say, hey, if you have an XYZ problem and you want a solution, then click on the ad and go to the next page to find out more about the solution. Content ads are different because content ads almost don't ever have a call to action and they don't grab people by pain point. Content ads look like this, and I wanted to show you like a specific example so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this video ad from Jeremy Miner.
To make sure that you're successful. Why should I switch to you?
Create a new profit center.
Why should I switch to you?
We simply do the best. We have the strategy.
So as you can see, this ad, and he runs many ads, but this ad does not look your typical ad, right? Where you say, hey, this is Jeremy Lee Miner. If you're struggling with sales, because that's what he sells, then click on this link because I'm going to show you like 5 ways how you can get more sales. That's not how that's not what it does. It's a video of him on a what it seems a seminar, right? And he runs a bunch of these ads. Like, let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, what do you sell?
Right,
House consulting.
Another video from a seminar. So basically, what these content ads do is they increase your reputation, right? Reputation. You can call it clout. Right, you'll have to forgive my chicken scratches. So increase your reputation to increase your clout, because when people see your offer ads and then a couple of days later they also see an ad from you where you're speaking on a seminar, or it can be an excerpt from a podcast, or it can be just a video that you recorded but where you don't necessarily pitch and you're just doing some basic Q&A, that tells a person that you're not a one-hit wonder, right? You're not one of those typical business owners where, oh, you just saw one ad and you clicked and that's it. Like you're either interested in the service or not. They start thinking of you as a public figure. And look, even if you're on an agency, like even if you're not a coach or a guru, you still want to be perceived in this day and age, you still want to be perceived as a public figure, because ultimately, if you're recording ads and if you're getting in front of camera, you are ultimately the face of your brand. You're the man behind the business. And how I like to say, people buy from people. So if you manage to make people like you, guess what? They're going to buy from you. And that's the whole point behind the content ads. And if you're looking to get started with content ads and you're not sure, let's say you don't have seminar recordings or you've not been invited to a podcast, what I want you to do is do a sort of Q&A with yourself and think to yourself, okay, what are the top 10 questions prospects ask me on a sales call, or prospects ask me about my offer? And what I want you to do is basically record 10 short videos where you answer those questions, right? So if a question about your services is that, why is it that your system works better than the others, right? Let's say you're running ads on Facebook, and then a video can be, hey, a lot of people ask us, why is it that Facebook ads work better than TikTok ads? Well, here's why. And then you basically tell them, why is it that Facebook ads is better than TikTok ads? Another can be funnel breakdowns, right? Like, hey, if you run a brick and mortar business, you can still generate leads online if you use just one specific funnel, and that's the benefit of this funnel as opposed to others. What it does is, it educates people. And also, there's another psychological concept that plays, is that the more people watch your videos, the more trust people have in you. Generally, I don't know if you've ever been starstruck by someone you follow actively on social media or YouTube, but for me, like from my personal example, whenever I followed someone for any sort of extended period of time and I watched 10 plus videos from that person, every time I would end up on an actual sales call with that person where I would be considering buying a service from them, like for them on their end, a sales call with me would run smooth like a butter, because I had all the trust and all the buy-in I needed to buy services from them. And the highest that I went actually, where I bought something from someone after watching their videos, was $50,000. So yeah, pretty crazy numbers, but it just goes to show how much content and education, how much trust it can instill in people, that's going to positively impact their decision making. So that's content ads. Again, if you're running offer ads, make sure that you run more than one hook. And on top of that, if you're not running content ads, add content ads on top, so you're not just running call to action videos, but you're also running on top of that just basically valuable content. And by the way, those valuable content videos should not be longer than 60 to 90 seconds. And offer ads can range anywhere between 60 to 120 seconds, right? And that's ads. That's where you can basically make a great dent when it comes to educating people and increasing their buy-in into your services. But there's another place how you can do that, and that's in the post-conversion. So assume people clicked on your ad, they went over to your funnel, right? They watched your video, and they even decided to book a call with you. Well, a lot of people just have a very basic thank you page that thanks people for booking a call with them, and then says, hey, I'll see you, let's say on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Right, and that's all they ever do, and then they send run-of-the-mill, average sales reminders, and then they wonder, why is it that their no-show rate is so high, and why is it that people cancel, or when they get on a sales call, they derail the sales call because they have a bunch of random questions that kind of like don't let you to have your normal sales call. So to be able to avoid that, the best way to combat this issue is to have a complex and educating post-conversion process. And what I mean by post-conversion process, the easiest way how you can start is to just have a nicely designed thank you page that includes these following elements. Number one, you'll need to have a video in there. Number two, you'll have to have a brochure. And number three, you'll have to have testimonials. So let's pick it apart one by one. So first of all, when it comes to a video, what you want to do in the video is not only just tell them, hey, thanks for booking a call. This is what typically people do. Hey, thanks for booking a call. My sales team is looking forward to be talking to you, and I'm super pumped, and I'll see you when that sales call happens. That's not what you do in a video, and if you want to educate people more. Probably my most favorite thank you page script is it looks like this. First of all, obviously, you congratulate them for booking a call, but then you call out the obvious. You say, Nazim, you booked a call with us. It's a great time investment that you made in talking to us, and I appreciate your trust. And just so that you know what's going to happen on a sales call and what is it exactly that we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you actually a short summary. And then what you want to do is you want to basically in more detail explain your framework or your method of working, and you want to basically take people through the entire process and all the things that you're going to discuss. Now, some of you might be thinking, Nazim, is that not going to essentially open up my cards and make people's interest, make people lose interest in the sales call? And my answer to that is absolutely not. And if anything, it's going to increase their buy-in and curiosity about getting on a call with you, because you're not going to tell them or give them the solution in that video, but you're going to show them again how your framework looks, and then kind of like the questioning process that you're going to go through with them on the sales call. And you can even drop some of the questions you're going to ask them. What it does, it basically shows a sneak peek of what's about to happen. And to make it even more clear for you, I just bookmarked, because at some point I booked a call with their team. I bookmarked a thank you page from Cole Gordon. And on one hand, you can see this video where he says your appointment is booked. Make sure to watch this quick video. Make sure that you're in a quiet space, all that good stuff. But then if as you go down, you also have another video, and it's kind of crazy to say this, but it's 18 minutes long. And if you go through this entire video, he basically takes you through the process of what's going to happen on the sales call, and why is it that he reinforces that decision. He says, why is it that you made a great decision for booking a sales call with them? And he basically takes you through the entire process. I mean, it's a 3-page document. He records an 18-minute video over. He even tells you how is it that they work if you do decide to buy on the sales call. Again, some people will think that this is too much. This is going to make a prospect lose time. No, it won't, because if you want to generate high-quality leads, these people have got no time to waste, and they want to have as much information as much upfront as possible, so that they can make that important decision right away, immediately on the call. And again, if you want people to make a decision immediately on the call with you, make it as easy as possible for them to make that decision by giving them as much context prior to the call, so that when they're on the call, they have most context. I hope that makes sense. So video is number one. Number two is brochure, and that's actually what one of my clients is doing on their thank you page. Let me pull that up as well. And here we're on his page here, and as you can see, this is the thank you page, and besides a bunch of videos that they have on the thank you page, it's in German, never mind, but they also have a brochure. And if you click on the brochure, well, you're taken to a page where they have a brochure with the 10 most frequently asked questions. And the reason why you also want to put a brochure is because some people are video watchers, they like videos, but some people like to read, right? Or so if someone opted in to have a call with you and they're commuting or they're at work or something, they're not gonna watch a video, but they can quietly read through a document. So you want to make it as easy as possible to consume the information, right? You make a video and then you say, hey, if you cannot watch this video right now, get this brochure. And brochures, again, it can be a Q&A sort of thing. And then last but not least is obviously testimonials. You want to have as many testimonials on your page as possible, because again, as soon as people start thinking about buying your services, the biggest question that they get in their heads is, hey, is this going to work for me? And you want to show that it's already worked for people like them, and give them all the assurance that they need, that, hey, here's John, here's Suzanne, here's Susie, and it's worked for all of these people, and why it wouldn't work for you. And that's basically it for this video. 3 ways how you can educate your lead, and that's what's ultimately going to make them more high quality and not some sort of secret Facebook targeting option. It's just a normal process of giving people information and being in front of them as long as possible. And once they opt in, telling them what is it that's going to happen on the sales call that's going to turn people that have the money from someone who is mildly curious to someone who's like super invested into having a sales call with you. And it's really in those moments when you're going to make sales happen. Look, if someone applied to have a call with you and they've got like $5 to their name, it doesn't matter what sort of Facebook targeting option you pick, those people will still probably very unlikely pay you money on that call simply because objectively they don't have the money, right? But all the rest of the people who have the money but are doubting, or have lots of money but also have lots of requirements and their standards are like super high for people that they work with, well, educating them as much as possible is going to present you as extremely competent and pedantic business owner, and that's only a plus in your piggy bank when people do decide to work with you. And if you'd like me to consult on your business and make similar changes in your ads and funnels, then go to nazimconsulting.com and apply for a free strategy session. And besides that, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next videos.